Hello, this is my audience.
Hi, I'm audience.
Greetings to my wonderful classmates. I would like to take the time to speak to you about standardized testing. I bet you're oozing with excitement as I speak with you concerning standardized testing and its efficiency. Let's be real. No one enjoys taking tests. I'm pretty sure the teachers that have to give the tests don't even like to give them. But tests are needed as they provide a means to assess what someone knows and their level of comprehension. But does that mean everyone has to take the same test? Let's dive deeper into this. Today, the audience will leave more knowledgeable regarding the inefficiency that comes along with standardized testing. According to the National Research Council, in 2011, concludes that the emphasis on testing yields little learning progress but causes significant harm. I will be explaining the major disadvantages such as learning, lack of learning, not a representation of intelligence, and how it does not accumulate different learning styles. Let's get started on the first point. Students are prepared to take a test, but it is less learning occurred. Testing begins to start when a student is in the third grade. This is when they can be held back from moving on to the next grade. This can create a lot of stress on students and parents to meet requirements based off of a score on a test determines their intelligence. In the school systems, students are forced to learn material at a very fast pace, thus reducing the time needed for students to comprehend the material. For example, when you were in elementary, you were timed on how fast you can read or how fast you can solve a math problem. According to Jessica Stillman's article, disputed practice is a learning system that paces the material you are studying to further gain the knowledge and not just to comprehend. Standardized testing is not an efficient representation of intelligence. Students begin to develop test anxiety between the grades second grade and fourth grade. According to the American Test Anxiety Association, about 20% of students appear to have truly high or severe anxiety, while another 16% of students might be considered to have monetary high test anxiety. An estimate 10 million children are affected in North America alone, and test anxiety appears to be increasing in steps with the increasing national emphasis on standardized testing. Another point, there is a lot of outside factors that can affect someone while taking a test, such as stress, a language barrier, preparation, personal issues, as well as mental disorders. All these points are tied back to the fact that standardized testing is not the best way to evaluate someone's knowledge. My next point. Testing do not accumulate everyone's different learning styles. The different learning styles are providing an insight into how one may prefer better during a period of assessment. The learning styles are visual, you prefer using pictures or images. Annual, you prefer using sound or music. Verbal, you prefer using words, both in speech and writing. Physical, you prefer using your body, hands, and sense of touch. Logical, you prefer using logic, reasoning in systems. Social, you prefer to learn in a group or with other people. Or solitude, you prefer to work alone and use self-studying. Another point that I would like to include in this speech would be kids suffering from mental disorders such as dyslexia, autism, and ADD. These mental disorders will have a more difficult time retaining information by being tested. Why should students have to be under so much strain and stress just to succeed? Isn't this system supposed to be granted to encourage and motivate us, not discourage and dismotivate us? I feel that there needs to be a change in the educational system on better providing a more efficient way to retain information. In closing, there is various reasons why standardized testing may prove problematic to many individuals, and as such, adjust assessments to suit those who don't fit the standard is highly recommended. It's time to adjust the traditional methods of learning assessments. Thank you so much for listening. And this is my audience.
Audience is still here.